Hello, Big Yumbo here. Today I'm going to talk about how much I actually made on eBay last year, net after all expenses paid. Gross for the entire year, meaning all the money that came in, it was $200,029,670, which is up 44% from the prior time period. Part of that is because I sold 18% more items, and then I raised my average selling price to $28 from I think it was $24 the year before. After we extract the shipping taxes and eBay fees, we are left with $137,210. Last year's gross total, $229,000. After the selling costs from eBay, we're left with $137,000. And then we've got some more expenses, which I record over here in this little spreadsheet thing. So for my total expenses, which is going to be like shipping supplies, labels, not the postage, like the actual physical labels, poly bags, cost of goods, which is all the inventory I purchased at the thrift store. The total for that is $56,610. For my cost of goods, the average cost per piece was $6.47 per piece. And that's probably going to go up this year, but pretty good. We're going to now subtract that $56,000, and that leaves us with $80,000. The only other real expense for my business is gas, which I track on Mile IQ. And I'm going to be able to write off $3,003 of gas, which leaves me with a grand total net profit of $77,599, which is pretty good because I don't have any kids. Someday soon we're going to get this up to over $100,000. But I like taking a lot of vacations. Like you can see here, this is this month. All this time right here is vacation mode. We're still getting a little bit of sales, but just have my store barely going, not sourcing, not doing anything. And then when we turn it back on, we're ramping back up. This next month, we're going to probably turn this 15,000 into over 20,000. Probably 25 would be cool. So that's how much money I made last year, $77,000. Obviously, there's other things I should be able to write off. Like I can write off a portion of my rent. I didn't include that here because that's not like solely a business expense, because I would live here regardless of if I did eBay or not. I think I can write off like a portion of my cell phone, but everyone has a cell phone, so I'm not including that. So hopefully for the IRS purposes, we can get maybe this down to like 70K would be cool, because I had to pay like 25% in taxes or something like that. Because you have to pay a higher tax when you're a sole proprietor, which is it's like an extra 7.5%, I think. Don't quote me on that. So I need to make like an S Corp type thing. That's what I've been told. You know, if you're an accountant and you live in Nevada and you'd like to help me out, contact me. So something I'm going to be focusing on this year is bringing this number up. I might have to bring up this number to do so, but like let's say I bring this number up $2 or even up to $10 to pay $3.50 more per piece. I've been implementing that, and my average sales price per item has gone up $8. So if I can spend $4 more per piece to get things that sell for $8 more, that's an easy way just to make more money. And you add it up over the thousands of dollars of sales each year. Hopefully maybe that can get me up to the $300,000 in sales thing, and maybe make $100,000 this year. I'm just going to show you what I got at the thrifts yesterday. I'm going to start with my favorite item, which is these orange tab Levi's bootcut kind of flare jeans from 1972. When I grabbed them, these were actually the second pair of vintage Levi's that I found in this thrift. So I got excited about this one pair, and then I kept going down the rack, and then I saw the little orange tab in the fuzzy fabric. Older Levi's usually have like a fuzzy, almost textured fabric. So I knew these were at least 80s. And then I popped on the inside, no care tag, but I saw on the pocket that the care instructions were stamped here, which means that there was a small period of time where Levi's stamped the instructions on the pocket think it was like 1969 to 1972. And then you can actually date the jeans using this number right here. It's 072. The last digit is going to be the year that they were produced, which 72. So these are from January, February, March, April, May, June, July of 72. You can also date them, you know, they're pre-1978 because they're single stitch inside the back pocket. Unfortunately, these aren't the most valuable Levi's that I found. The best ones I found were the 1978 Selvage 501s, which I sold for over 400. These ones are more like 150 if I'm lucky, but these are my favorite ones that I found because they're the oldest and they are pre-tag inside. They've just got the stamp. So someone suggested to me that I should just hold on to them until I find an older pair. So I'm probably just gonna hold on to these, and then when I find an older pair, I'll sell these ones. Or maybe anything like pre-1985, I might just start holding on to. Yeah. Got some Chubbies shorts. These ones are the Jewish edition, which is really good right now. Jews are hot right now. So they should sell great. I'm gonna also be stacking my clothing over here. So hold on just a second. This brand is really good. It's called Proof. Their merino wool stuff is the best stuff. It's super high sell-through rate. These are just kind of like a canvas jean. I still believe I should be able to get $50 for them pretty quickly. They're a Huckberry brand. Huckberry is like a website for fashionable rich guys. Here's another pair of those. So I actually probably throw Huckberry in the title. Like Taylor Stitch is a Huckberry brand. Marine Layer, I think, does Huckberry. Lots of popular brands are sold on Huckberry. So 3 of those guys. This looks pretty shitty, but this shirt actually sells really great. I've sold it like 3 times. It's a Marvel Under Armour compression shirt. 25 to 30 bucks, but they sell quick. Here's a good one. It's a Smart Wool jacket, men's large. It's got like the merino wool lining. Paid, I think I paid 20% off of 17. I took the tag off to try it on. Pretty good deal, because that thing's worth at least 150 bucks new. Some Buckle BKE jeans, sell these all the time. These ones are the Jake. I love finding them, I'll pay up on them. Here's a Patagonia sweater. This logo is like their old style 70s logo. If you go to a actual Patagonia store, like I went to one in Seattle, their jackets that have this logo on it are like $600 for some reason. This is just a sweater. This is probably like 25 bucks, but if you find a jacket with that logo on it, they're really good. So we got here just a Patagonia button up. Nothing really that great there. Cool button up. It's either 15 bucks or 30 bucks usually, depending on what the style is. So I have no idea what the style is on that one. I just grab them. I don't usually grab a lot of Robert Graham, but this one was a 3XL with kind of a cool pattern. It was like 20% off at 9. Let's get to some cooler stuff. This is sort of cool. It's just a Lululemon hoodie. I wasn't that excited about it when I found it because it was right after I found my 70s Levi's. It was 20% off of 10. Men's, it's pretty big size, maybe like a 2X. Just an XL. Here's what I found right before I found my 70s Levi's. I found these ones and I sent a picture to a friend bragging about it. And then 30 seconds later, I found the other one. So I had to add that on to my brag. These are 1991 505s. Made in USA with the tag still on them. 505 is not the best cut of Levi's to resell. The best one, honestly, is 501s for vintage ones. And then for modern ones, I like 527s, 517s, 507s, 567s. If it ends in a 7, for the modern ones, those are the fastest selling ones. But for the vintage, 501s are probably my favorite. This is cool. This gives you a little breakdown of the different styles. So like the 517 is a boot cut, slim seat, slim thigh. That's actually helpful because this is what Levi's said the cuts were back in the 90s. Oh, and this one's orange tab too, which is cool. Yeah, and these ones, you can date them because it's a red tag. So, you know, it's going to be late 80s to the first half of the 90s. And then you look underneath and it says 91 over there. So, yeah, pretty cool. I might hang on to those ones too, just because in 20 years, these will be... How old will these be in 20 years? 50 years old. In 20 years, I'll be 50 years old as well. So, it's a FootJoy shirt with a super cool pattern. I don't pick up a lot of FootJoy, but the ones with Las Vegas, like if I find the Travis Matthews or the FootJoys, and they've got the Las Vegas TPC, which I think is the Pro Club, I grab them. Because Las Vegas is kind of like rich people like Las Vegas. Another one of those polos. This one, I don't know. You might have to tell me now. What state is this? Is that Alabama? Is that Georgia? It looked like something, so I grabbed it. It's just a Peter Millar Summer Comfort. These polos are going to start selling great again in a month or two here. I'm only going to pick up the ones that are better. This was just something I thought was cool. I follow this guy or gal, some Korean person on Instagram, and they just show like really close-ups of old zippers. So I recognized this Scoville zipper. And I was like, oh, I think that's like, you can't really see it, but it says Scoville here. I think that's like 60s. So I grabbed this guy, and then I looked at the tag, and I was like, oh, that's an older tag. And it's also got like a crop cut, which is super popular for vintage, true vintage Instagram kids. Which I think the true vintage trend is so much cooler than the other vintage trend that was happening before, like the 90s stuff. I don't give a shit about 90s t-shirts, anything 90s really. I like 60s stuff because I like 60s music. So grabbed that because I thought it was cool with the crop cut and the old tag and stuff. 501 Tacticals, I grab a ton of them. They have, I think, over 100% sell-through rate still in my store. Same with Under Armour golf pants. Got 20 in the store, 25 sold right now. Prices aren't as good as you get during the summer, but I just keep grabbing them. More 511 Tacticals. Everything's 20% off at Savers yesterday. Well, it's for me every day because I have so many points saved up. I spend so much money there. Oh, I blow my nose. I've been a little sick, but today I'm kind of hyped up because the landlady came over, so I had to really get into my positive social zone pretty early in the day. So I don't usually even have to ever get into that personality, but I had to, so I'm talkative today, so we can make a video. It's pretty hard to make a video when you talk to literally no one but Goodwill cashiers and your girlfriend for a week straight. Xenia, probably $25 shirt. Oh, this shit, I didn't even tell you what this was. This is a High Sierra jacket with the fleece lining. It's corduroy. These sell good during the winter. I wouldn't touch that during the summer. It's like 35 bucks. A Wrangler shirt, but it's got so many crazy logos. I call it a rodeo shirt. It's got the Redskins on the side. Pretty much any Wrangler shirt with a ton of logos, especially new tags, I'll grab. I love selling the, they've got the Dodge Ram ones that are pretty common to find. And then they've got the Jack Daniels ones, which are also pretty common, and they both sell for like 45 bucks. This brand I've sold before, it's called Lee Valley. This one is called My Grandfather's Shirt. I didn't even look it up. The Lee Valley one that I found last time was a Henley similar to this, and it sold for like 40 bucks. So I just threw this in the cart. It was 20% off of $6, so pretty much nothing in terms of cost of goods. Got a little Patagonia button up. Just a basic polyester one, probably 20 bucks. A chambray Wrangler pearl snap. The chambray ones and the denim ones, I grab them every time I find them. They sell pretty quick. Paisley ones sell pretty quick if it's like pretty loud. Embroidered ones. I sell a lot of Western shirts. Probably my favorite thing I could possibly find at a thrift store is Levi's 527s and a 32-32, the best size that exists for jeans, in my opinion. And that's my favorite cut of Levi's. Yeah. You won't find real vintage 527s because they didn't start making them until like the early 2000s. Prior to that, you're gonna find 517s. They started making a lot more variety of cuts in the early 2000s. So as far as boot cut, that they still make, I think they still make 517s, 507s, 567s, 527s. If it ends in a 7, it's boot cut. I grabbed a bunch of these. I was actually thinking about maybe doing a lot because I got a bunch of these in the same size. They're just Gustin t-shirts. The best thing you can find for Gustin is they're selvage jeans. They make like budget. They're like a budget brand raw denim company, basically. Yeah, 1, 2, but you can sell their jeans for like 50 to 100 bucks. Whatever, I got like 4 of those. So, I don't know, I might do a lot. And then I also got another Augustin like hoodie shirt. That's what the tag looks like. It looks like super basic and cheap. They're all made in USA though, in Los Angeles, I think. Another Augustin long sleeve, not great. Like maybe the long sleeve and the hoodie, like 20 bucks. The other one's like 15 bucks. So I was thinking about maybe lotting them together since they're all the same size in a variety of colors. Then we have a Lululemon Henley. Nice, soft, stretchy one. Probably like 35 bucks. What else we got here? Paid up on this one a little bit. It was 15 bucks. I was like, that has to be good. When I looked at it, it's kind of like a lightweight canvas. Damn hard to find the tag on it. But it is Paul Smith, which I've sold Paul Smith several times. I sold a polo shirt, plain polo shirt for like $25. It's kind of, I think, sort of designer. I think it's like a London company. I'm pretty sure this was made in China based on the shitty quality. Yeah, this is made in China, but Paul Smith sells pretty well. The zippers are made in Italy. Larry's or something. So that's a good sign. So it's probably legit. I always like looking at the zippers and where they're made and what brand they are. But if I had to guess, I have no idea what this is worth. I'd say that I can get 45 bucks for it. It's like a hooded field coat. Military style. It's got several different types of camo on it, which is cool. Yeah. You know I love camo. We got some barbell jeans. 35 bucks. An LL Bean blazer. Just a cotton blazer men's. $6. Not that great. This was Deseret Industries, so I must have been just desperate to buy something because I hate Deseret Industries. Vintage Five Brothers, like kind of a chamois flannel. Shit, I remember. I think these are Defender Flex jeans. I think that's what the style is called. It's a really good style of 511. If you find the jeans or the jeans cut, like twill pants, they sell great. List them for at least 35 bucks and they're gonna sell super fast. I think those are Defender Flex. These, I forgot the style. They've kind of like a stretchy panel here. These are another good style of 511 tactical pants. The ones that are not the good style are, here's good style again. They're gonna be more modern, have more like stretchy type performance things. The Taclite Pros are the most common one, and those ones sell the worst. Still totally worth grabbing in my opinion. Okay, so another find here is New Tags, Levi's. What's the date on these? These ones aren't quite that vintage. They're from 2005. So they will be vintage in a year. Definitely not saving these ones, but I should be able to get 50, 60 bucks for those, I'd say. Because they're 501s in an interesting color. 511s, 30 corduroys. This is for $30, $35. Those are just modern ones. We got some more vintagers. These are 550. Not the best style. They're from 1997, at least. Should be able to get 35, 45. 45 is a stretch for 550. I might list them like up at 45, but I'll take an offer. Some more BKE jeans. Pay up on them, 20% off of 13. But they're totally worth it in my opinion. Some Bulwark jeans. These are like new without tags. They're a flame resistant company. I usually sell them for about 30 bucks when they're new. Or new without tags. Some Marriott jeans. 34. Relaxed boot cut. It should be a good style and size. 20% off of 13 again. Usually the jeans are around 13 bucks like at Savers, and then I always have 20% off where I go on the half off or 25% off days. So I never pay full price, except at Goodwill where I pay full price. This is QU. I think it's how you say it. It's a hunting company. T-shirt is probably the worst thing you could find from them, but I'll probably list it for 25 bucks because this company's so good. Their merino wool stuff, their pants sell for like over $100. We got some Lululemon elastic waist shorts, $7. Just a Nike shirt for $7. But I sold a pair of shorts from this line recently, Nike Run-In Division. And it sold super fast, so I didn't even look it up. I should have looked it up if I wanted to be more responsible. But what I'm gonna do is look up the style code. Oh shit, I can't look up the style code. If I would have seen that, I probably would have left it. Because usually with Nike, if you look up the style code, you get an extra $5 to $30, no matter what. Like most Nike modern stuff is 100% worth grabbing if it's just like $6 or $7. Like you can get $20, over $20 for almost anything modern Nike. It's just so hard to find it in like good condition and actually modern. Yeah. Got a pair of new tags Levi's. These ones were $20. These are the 94 baggy wide leg women's, I believe. Yeah, because usually the women's will either just have the waist size with no inseam, or they'll have nothing. I've sold these before for $50. They're like a super wide leg cut. I think I might have sold them multiple times for $50. For $12.99, just a pair of modern Patagonia hiking shorts. Not that modern, they're from 2018. Should be like, if I look at the style, I'm guessing 25 to $30. Sometimes you get really surprised looking up the styles on it, and it's worth more than that. A pair of Lucky Brand jeans is the, I guess it's the last item that I got yesterday, which kind of sucks because it's not that great. I've been picking up a little more of them, just because I'm so deep into the jeans. Because like a shitty pair of Lucky Brand jeans sells for $20, whereas like a shitty t-shirt sells for $4. So if I just skip t-shirts and, you know, I pretty much only look at t-shirts if they're on a new rack. Here's some things I got, like other things I got this week. A better sweater, shit, what's this brand called? Oh, Scotty vest jacket. It's got like 6,000 pockets on the inside. A UNRL. I think it's short for Unreal, but it's UNRL. It's a really good company. They make like performance athletic stuff, and they has the barbell, or not barbell, Barstool Sports logo there. These things are hanging up because they have pilling on them. And I gotta do this. And I don't like doing that, so I just get them out of sight, out of mind. And then just a pair of North Face pantalones. And that's it. Thank you for watching.